What's up, everybody? You've started making videos, you bought a bunch of recording equipment, you got everything configured properly, but you just got no decent background to work with. Or maybe you just want a second background so you've got more options in your shooting. But maybe you've run into a problem where your walls just aren't long enough, or you've got a short wall on a vaulted ceiling, or you're shooting into a corner. Today I'm going to show you how to build a cheap portable backdrop, but it's too nice outside today, so we're going to do this out there. I guess it's not very nice out here today. Alright, to get started with this project, you are going to need a big piece of cloth. I got this crappy tapestry from eBay. Crappy tapestry. Crapestry. I got this crapestry from eBay for about 12 bucks. You're also going to need something to cut PVC pipe with. You can use a pipe cutter, a hacksaw, or you can cheat like I did and use a miter saw. Your cuts don't have to be clean for this. Yeah, you're also going to need PVC pipe and some fittings. I will leave a list of parts in the description. Lay your crapestry out on a flat surface. You may need to use some heavy objects on the corners to hold it down to keep it from blowing away. I also use this dog. It's a real dog, but you can use an imitation dog if you want. Helpful. He's so helpful. After it's laid out, it should look something like this. It doesn't have to be perfectly flat, but the flatter the better. Lay out 3 pieces of pipe, one on each side and one in the middle. You want a couple inches of overhang on each side. Attach 90-degree angles to your 2 end pieces and a T to the middle piece, like I did here. This pipe is too long for the crapestry, so we're going to have to cut it off. You don't have to measure this, you can just eyeball it, but make sure you leave a couple inches of overhang for the crapestry on each side. Cut your first pipe, then cut the other 2 pieces of pipe the exact same length. Now lay everything back out as even as you can. Measure from end to end, and you're going to cut a piece to go in between an end piece and the middle, and then cut another one for the other side. You're going to cut them each the same length, leaving enough room for overhang on the crapestry. Do the same on the bottom, but on the bottom, we need to cut those pieces roughly in the middle and insert T's. When you cut pieces to compensate for the fittings, you'll need to cut off a little more to compensate for where they go into the fitting. Take a couple of your scrap pieces and insert them into the bottom T's. These will be the legs. You can make the legs however long you want, but the longer that they are, the less stable this will be. The shorter they are, the more stable it will be, but it will also be a shorter backdrop. Now take a couple pieces and cut them for the feet. We need 4 total. Insert 2 of those into a T like this, and that makes 1 of the feet. Attach each foot to each leg like this. Now carefully lift the frame and stand it up on its feet. It'll be a little lopsided as you do this part, and it's easier to do this with 2 people. Now that it's standing up, push everything tightly together. Now take some clips, I got these from the Dollar Tree, 6 for $1, and stretch your crapestry across the frame of the backdrop using the clips to hold it in place. You can see that the breeze is picking up and wanting to use this like a sail, so I'm going to tear this down, take it inside, and see how things look. Alright, here it is. Got it set up inside, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's got its limitations. Basically, this is as far away from this as this camera can be with this lens. So I'm really limited on wide shots. That's something that I've dealt with since I've started doing this channel. Basically, what I think I'll do in the future is make this bigger, make it wider, actually add some more slats to this, take it down both ways, maybe a couple feet on each direction, and that would give me the widescreen angles that I want to do with this. That'll keep me from being able to use this brick pattern tapestry, but I think I would actually prefer a more solid color setup in there anyway. And now another thing is that if I go back here closer to it, I lose my depth. Now, of course, I'm out of focus here because I step back, but if I focus in on me at this close, it's going to bring this more in focus too, and that's not ideally what I'm going for. But overall, I'm happy with it. It does give me another backdrop that I can use. Another thing that I can do is I can actually attach my green screen to this. Right now, my green screen is on my wall. My wall is not very high because I have low walls and vaulted ceilings. So
My green screen is actually at a curve, which is not ideal. It's not at the actual like wall vault, but it's not flat, and that causes some problems for me. If I were to attach the green screen to something like this, I would have a lot better options in my key, working in After Effects and things like that. I need to actually move these lights a little bit to get it more in tune with this shot. This was just thrown together really quick to give an idea of what this background is going to look like. And for the purposes of illustrating a point, I think this is fine. If I were going to do an actual episode that this was not just like an example shot showing the background, I would definitely tune these lights a little bit different. I've never actually done a standing shot on this show before. This gives me the ability to do that, and that makes me pleased as punch. I actually would need to take these lights a little higher, and that's something that I'm going to have to figure out when I cross that bridge. Right now my light stands are not actual light stands. I got another video on that if you want to check it out. They're actually just makeshift microphone stands that I use, but I need to figure out a way to take these higher to make this work more with this background. But like I said, that's a bridge I'll cross when I get there, and work that out when I need to. It is actually a little flimsy using 3/4 inch PVC, so I think if I were going to build this to take it out in the field, I would probably use like 1.5 inch or maybe 1 inch at the smallest. I also got to thinking that if you're going to take this mobile and be on the go and use it outside, one of the things you can do to add stability to it is actually take the legs off, glue them, cap them, and fill them with water. It'll add some weight to the bottom. I don't know if that's something you'd be interested in. It's not something I need to do, not for this scenario, but it's definitely something to think about. So yeah, definitely I think it was worth the time. It was worth the money that I put into this. This gives me a lot more options. So let me know what you think. If you like it, leave a like, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time.